Convening the joint hearing with the House Committee on Culture, Arts, and International Affairs and the House Committee on Health and Homelessness. Today is March 15, 2023, 15 a.m. in Conference Room 309. Joining me is Chair Della Albalati, Vice Chair Janet Takeno-Uchi, and Vice Chair Rose Martinez. First up on the agenda, we have House Bill 794 relating to disability awareness. It designates the month of October as Disability Awareness Month, Employment Enrichment and Inclusion, in recognition of the employment challenges and successes of people with disabilities in the state. Okay, first up to testify, we have State Council on Developmental Disabilities. Anyone here from the State Council on Zoom? Next up, we have the Executive Office on Aging on Zoom.
Mute, currently unmuted. Alt plus A button.
Good morning. This is Philip Anna, testifying on behalf of Caroline Cotterell from the Executive Office on Aging on HB 794 relating to disability awareness. EOA's position: the Executive Office on Aging, EOA, an attached agency to the Department of Health, supports HB 794 relating to disability awareness. Purpose: to justification. The purpose of this act is designated the month of October as Disability Awareness Month. Employment, enrichment,
Your name was changed to Philip Anna.
and inclusion in recognition of employment challenges and successes of persons with disabilities in the state. The measure amends Chapter 8 HRS to add a new section for this designation. Employment, enrichment, and inclusion are important words for people with disabilities. Opportunities to recognize and acknowledge the accomplishments and successes of individuals with disabilities in employment helps to reduce the barriers associated with employment and provides resources in support of employment opportunities. Disability Awareness Month would help to educate the community about people with disabilities and encourage more inclusive employment. Recommendation: EOA appreciates the committee scheduling this bill for a hearing and supports the bill moving forward. Thank you for this opportunity to testify.
Thank you. Next up, we have an individual, Kylie Swan, on Zoom.
Okay. You put me on mute. You disable my video. If someone. Okay, thank you. Thank you, host.
There we go.
There you go. Okay, thank you so much. My name is Kylie Swan. Sorry for submitting late testimony. I work in the community at DOE at James Campbell High School. I work for a classroom cleaner at the high school. I work from every day after school. I clean classroom. It was pretty fun and very good experience. And I'd like to support this bill because less paycheck is not enough to pay my rent, my mortgages, and my phone bills, so I can help pay my mom. Please help me support this bill. That'd be very appreciated. If you have any questions, please let me know, and don't be shy.
Thank you. Members, that is all the individuals that we have signed up for to testify in person or on Zoom. Is there anyone else in the audience or on Zoom wishing to testify on the measure before us? Members, please note that we also have the supportive testimony of the Department of Human Services, the Hawaii Disability Rights Center, and 2 other individuals, and 1 individual in opposition. Members, any questions? Okay. Seeing none, we're going to just take the vote for this measure right now so that we can allow the Committee on Health to move on to their next committee. The chair's recommendation is to pass this as an HD1. We're going to defect the date to June 30th, 3000. Members' discussion? Not. Vice Chair for the vote.
Voting on House Bill 794, Chair elects to pass with amendment. Chair and Vice Chair vote aye. Representative Garrett?
Aye.
Representative Capella?
Aye.
Representative Matayoshi?
Aye.
Representative Sayama, excuse. Representative Alcas?
Aye.
Chair, your measure is adopted.
Thank you. Members of the Health and Homelessness Committee, same recommendation, HD1. Vice Chair for the vote.
Members voting on HB 794, Chair's recommendations passed with amendments. Chair and Vice Chair vote aye. Representative Amato.
Aye.
Representative Iligan.
Aye.
Representative Kobayashi.
Aye.
Representative Mizuno is excused. Representative Nishimoto is excused. Representative Garcia is excused. Chair, recommendations adopted.
All right, we're going to take a short recess. Reconvening the hearing on culture, arts, and international affairs on February 15, 2023, Wednesday, 10:15 a.m. agenda in conference room 309. Next up, we have House Bill 819 relating to Limu Kala, designates Limu Kala as the official state Limu. First up to testify, we have DLNR. In support. Next up, we have the Limu Hui, Malia Hemuli.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Aloha mai kako, aloha representatives, aloha everybody in the Zoom world. My name is Malia Hemuli. I am the Limuhui coordinator with Kua'aina Uluawamo. I represent a bunch of Limuhui practitioners across the Pai'aina, and we are in support of this bill because it will increase Limu awareness across the state and also give a lot more notice for our younger generations that are coming up and who are exploring our nearshore marine areas. So we stand by our testimony, and mahalo nui for hearing us today. Aloha.
Thank you. Next up, we have Kevin Chang in support.
Aloha, Chair and Committee. Kevin Chang for Kua'aina Uluawamo. Just wanted to say we support HB 819 because recognition of the significant social cultural dimensions of this specific Limu Kala helps elevate the importance of the resources to our people, our culture, and our community. And more significantly, Limu Kala is known for not just its role in the ecosystem and feeding our fish, but its role in reconciliation. And I think we are in an era where we are reconciling with each other and our relationship with our environment. So it is significant that you are supporting this bill. And otherwise, I noticed I made a mistake on in some of the language, forgot to switch out the companion bill. Other than that, we stand on our testimony. Mahalo.
Thank you. Next up, we have Malama Pupukea Waimea in support.
Aloha, Chair Tam, Vice Chair Martinez, and committee members. My name is Jenny Yagudecho, and I do represent Malama Pupukea Waimea. And as a Limu practitioner, it's my pleasure to offer enthusiastic support for HB 819 to name Limu Kala as our state Limu. This designation will help create much needed awareness about the significance and importance of limu to our marine ecosystem, our culture, and our health. So mahalo for hearing this bill, and mahalo for your support.
Thank you. That is all that we have signed up to testify in person and on Zoom. Is there anyone else wishing to testify in person or on Zoom? Seeing none, members, we want to note that we have supportive testimony from the Malamu Limu Club from Kamehameha Schools and 19 other individuals in support and 1 person in opposition. Members, any questions?
I have one
Okay, yes, Rep. Alcos.
for you. Why Limu Kala as the Limu compared to all the other Limos that we have here?
Yes, that's a great question. So, Limu Kala is significant culturally. Well, let me go into where Limu Kala is great for shelter for fish and for little crustaceans and other mea that are in the nearshore marine ecosystem. But culturally, it's significant because it's used in ho'oponopono ceremony. When you kala, it means to forgive or to release. And so, just a short story, one area in Kalapana, they would make limu kala lei. And when both sides are done with the conflict and they want to resolve and move on, they would make a limu kala lei, walk out into the ocean, and when the limu kala lei would float up off of them, it means it's released, it's forgiven. So it's also very significant in La'au Lapa'au, and it's also significant for Va'a people. So voyagers would actually line their hulls with limu kala, and because of the flotation mechanism that it has. So yeah, you can tell I'm nerding out. I really love limu. So
No, I like the stories. Thank you.
yeah, mahalo.
I appreciate it.
Good stories.
Good.
Yes, Rep. Capella.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your work on this. Can you tell me a little bit more? I think a follow-up for that. How many different types of limu do we have here in Hawaii that are, I guess, native to Hawaii?
Yeah, so it's estimated that we have about 250 plus species that are native to Hawaii. And what's really cool about Hawaii is that it's very significant in that we've used a lot of our limu and we've named a lot of our limu. So if you go out to the Papa or to the reef flats, you'll see that there's a lot of different diverse kinds of limu, and a lot of them are named, especially by our kupuna, because they probably had a use in La'au Lapa'au, in eating, or even in our marine ecosystem. You know, our different fish, you know, have a significant, that's their food source. So, yeah.
Sure, just one more quick follow-up.
Yeah.
So with limu kala, is that the one that most of the farmers who do grow it, is that the most common species?
I would say it's more common because it's one of the most common species of limu that we see on the reef areas. And other than non-native limu that we're seeing, like gorilla ogo or Acanthophora. So limu kala is significant in that a lot of people will recognize it when they go out to the beach. And so that's one reason why we think limu kala is the right limu to be chosen for this.
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you, Chair.
Mahalo.
Members, any other questions? If not, we're just going to take a short recess for decision making. Defective. Reconvening the House Committee hearing on Culture, Arts, and International Affairs. Today is February 15, 2023, 10:15 agenda in room 309 at the Hawaii State Capitol. First up, we have House Bill 819, designating limu kala as the official Hawaii State limu. Members, we're going to pass this out as an HD1. We're going to defect the date to June 30th, 3000 to continue further discussion. And that's all we're going to do. So, members, discussion? Seeing none, Vice Chair for the vote.
Voting on House Bill 819, Chair elects to pass with amendment. Chair and Vice Chair vote aye. Representative Garrett?
Aye.
Representative Capella?
Aye.
Representative Matayoshi?
Aye.
Representative Sayama excused. Representative Alcos.
Aye.
Thank you. Chair, your recommendation is adopted.
This hearing is adjourned.